if you're hoping to do an infographic or a children's book style assignment for your micro project, then you're probably wondering what programs you can use that will make this most effectively. One program that I recommend using is Canva. You can go to canva.com, register, make an account. You should just need your email address, so you can use your Valencia email to make that account if you don't already have one. Canva has a paid option, but there are also plenty of free resources. The main thing is some of the images might have a watermark on it. I have no problem if you submit an assignment that has a Canva watermark because it was the best image that you could find. That's totally fine. So I'm going to share my screen and show you just kind of a quick tutorial run through of how to use Canva. So hopefully you can see Canva now. From Canva, you're going to, you can look up different styles of designs that you'd like to use. So let's say we want to make a children's book. So we can type in children's book, and there's an option for a children's book cover. So this would be helpful in designing our children's book for the project. All right, so now we can kind of look through and find something we like. We don't have to stick with every little piece that's on the cover right now. You'll be able to adapt it to fit your project. So I like this one here. It says the littlest bird. Let's use this as an example. Okay, so now we can see the current cover. And normally there's a bird here, so that will probably pop up in just a second. There we go. All right, so, and you can see there's a Canva watermark on the bird right now. So if you submit something that has that watermark, like I said before, it's not a problem. All right, so I'm gonna do my project on influenza. So I'm gonna call mine, oops, when influenza came to visit. All right, so I have my book title. I can move this part up, it can make it smaller, can drag it over so that it can fit. If you want to adjust the font size, you can also adjust that here. So 104, I can make it bigger, shrink it this way. However you want to put your title on here is fine. And then I can change this to read a story by, and I'll put my name, Jamie, I'm gonna capitalize it, Jamie Conley Calderon. Now I can change that size as well. Since my name's long, it doesn't exactly fit. So I'm gonna make that, it's currently a 75, I'll make it a 64, not quite small enough. We'll make it a 56. Now it fits across the top. And obviously this little bird might be cute, but it doesn't look like influenza. So I have already looked up an image of influenza from a reputable source, and now I'm going to find a graphic that resembles it for my children's book. So I can delete this little bird here just by clicking on it and then clicking delete or backspace on my keyboard. And then to insert a new picture, I'm going to go to Elements. So these are going to be little graphics that you can choose from. Or I could go to Photos if I wanted a photograph to add to mine. But for a children's book, I think I want to stick to these little kind of cartoony graphics. So I'm going to search virus, and then I'm going to find something that looks like an influenza virus. Okay, based on my research that I've already done, I think this little guy looks like what I want to use for influenza. So it looks like I double clicked him. So again, I can just delete this using backspace once it's selected. I can make this guy bigger. I can also change colors. So if that's something you want to do, you can change the color of this graphic. So right now it's this color, like this pale green. I can change it to whatever I want. So if I want it to be a pink virus, I can do that. Let's be this purpley blue, whatever color you want to make your virus, whatever makes sense for your particular microorganism. And then if you want to change font colors, you can click on the text color box here and choose different colors. You can always make a new color as well. So maybe I want to make my own color. You can shift this bar around and change the color family here. So you can see that changed the color based on what I selected. I'm gonna stick with black there. And then if you want to change the background color, then you click on that background portion of the image, click color, and then we can make it pink if we want. Right, so you can play around with the colors and pick something that you think is best for your particular organism and just your creativity. So you can make it look however you want. This project is about really learning more about different microorganisms, but also being able to teach someone else about those microorganisms. So you're deciding on your target audience, whether that be, you could pick children in the form of a children's book, or that could be patients that you might see in a hospital that don't have a background in science. And so maybe you make an infographic that could teach them about a particular microbe. So that's the goal. Be creative, have fun with the assignment. I just wanted to give you some tips on how you can use this program to actually create your graphics. Now, if you want to save this graphic, you're going to go to the top right. You can click download. Now you'll notice it says pay and download. You do not have to pay to download the image. If you look below, it says or download a free watermarked draft. So the only reason you're paying is because they want you to pay to use this particular image. You can download the free watermarked draft. And that's going to show up down here as a PDF. Now I can open it. There's my PDF. If I zoom out, now I've created this really cute children's book cover. You can see. So now to submit your project, you would just want to make sure that you save this file to your computer as a PDF so that you can upload that to the assignment on Canvas. So hopefully this was helpful in showing you how to use Canva to create your infographic or your children's book. If you need to add a page to your infographic or children's book, you would just go to add page, and then that will create a blank one. Or if you want to make a copy of this page and edit it from there, you could also do that. So you can just duplicate page, and now I could work with this. So I already have my fonts available and can create similar pages throughout the little book so that they are all consistent. Then once you've created all of your pages, that's when you would go to the download option in order to download it to your computer and submit it as a PDF file. So that concludes my Canva tutorial. If you have any other questions, you can always use the help features on Canva itself, or you can always ask me as well. I do have some experience working with Canva, so if there's something tricky, hopefully I can have some advice for you on how to work around it.